Hey everyone, it's Libby from Meister's Guidance. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people and huge welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies. For those that are new to this channel, the idea is that these videos on this channel are timeless. Scroll through the videos. If you see an image or a title that catches your attention, that is the message your guides are calling you to listen to at this particular time. These messages are led by Narin, who is my Australian First Nation Worimi tribe spiritual healer and tribal elder. So thank you for joining me. Now, he actually gave me two cards today, so I shall read them both and then we'll explore them. I have pre-shuffled because you don't need to spend 20 minutes watching me shuffle. So these are from my cards from my Namaste deck. The first card Narin's given me, and they are very often repeat cards. There are 44 cards in the deck, yet we get the same ones over and over. And yes, there are cards that I have never pulled because they're not relevant to us at this particular time. So this is the first card Narin has given us, which says, "You are a beautiful soul full of infinite wisdom. Stop judging and start loving yourself. You are blessed with endless potential and on the verge of transforming into the radiant being that is your true essence. Shine your light and allow this into your heart." I'll just hold that up in case you want to pause and read it for yourself. But yes, you are beautiful soul. You are a beautiful soul full of infinite wisdom. Stop judging and start loving yourself. You have endless potential and on the verge of transforming into the radiant being that is your true essence, your true soul purpose, your true self. The second card Narin's given me is this card here, and its message is a follow-up from that first message. You are soon blessed with great clarity. Your destiny is calling and your soul is shining its infinite wisdom. You are blessed, protected, and guided in all you do. So if you want to pause and read it for yourself. So this is very much about transformational energy, and as us light seers and those that are connected with universe know, we are in a transformational time as we are shifting. Sorry, I'll just fix my light there. As we are push my computer back and it fiddled with my light. But yes, we are in a transformational time in that we need to bring forth our empathy and compassion. We need to work on a community level. We need to find our tribe and draw strength from each other. But we are on the verge of transforming into radiant beings that are true to our core spiritual selves. So I'll bring you down. My first deck is my Australian Wildflower cards. Then I have my Nature's Whispers, and then my Cosmic Oracle. So come on down. So you are a beautiful soul full of infinite wisdom. Stop judging and start loving. You are blessed with endless potential. You are blessed with great clarity. Your destiny is calling and your soul is shining. The first card we have here is Generosity. Beautiful card, Royal Bluebell, generosity, generosity of spirit, generosity of empathy, generosity of compassion, generosity of understanding. We may not understand, we may not like the politics or the beliefs of others, but we need to take the high ground. We need to be generous of spirit for those that are around us. The Waratah, survival. For the survival of all, but also the survival of all that is good. Thank you, Narin. And then we have Rabbit Orchid. You can see why it's called a Rabbit Orchid. Abundance. There is enough love to go around. There is enough kindness to go around. There is an abundance of all that is good. We need to be generous with sharing. We need to be generous with our spirit. We need to be generous with our knowledge. We do need to protect ourselves, but we also need to be the light and show the light and shine the light for the survival of all that is good, but also the survival of our way of life on Mother Earth, but also the survival of spirit, and it's going to bring abundance. So these are my Nature's Whispers cards, absolutely beautiful drawings on them. So under generosity, we have vulnerability, very much so. So part of being generous with spirit, generous with who we are, generous with our compassion and empathy and our goodness and kindness and our light, it can make us feel vulnerable. It doesn't mean we are vulnerable, but we can feel vulnerable. But we also need to understand that a lot of what is coming forth that appears to be dark or negative or fearful is because those that are feeling those emotions are feeling vulnerable. Fear comes from vulnerability. Anger comes from fear, which comes from vulnerability. So we need to be generous with all that is positive and good, and take the high road, because there are those that we are bringing into our sphere of love or going through change. There are those that will feel vulnerable. There is only one guarantee in life, and that is change. But for those that fear it, they fear change, they express it in fearful and angerful ways. It's because they feel vulnerable going forward, vulnerable in spirit, vulnerable in ability to adapt. Under survival, we have celebrate differences. Very much so. If we were all the same, it would be a boring, boring place. Celebrate the differences. Celebrate what each brings to the party. Celebrate that how we can all come together and bring our differences together to support each other. Differences, for example, is myself. I'm great at organising family stuff. My partner is absolutely hopeless at it. But he's great at changing doorknobs and tap washers and bringing forth his practical. So celebrate the differences that each brings forward to create a whole in our society. It is part of our survival that we all have different skills that we bring forward. We all have different levels of emotions. We all have different understandings. There is no wrong, there is only different. And under abundance, we have fresh approach. This is very much about by bringing forth our generosity for those that are vulnerable. It will be a fresh approach instead of attacking or humiliating or ridiculing. The abundance will come from this fresh approach of drawing into the fold, is what Naryn tells me. Accepting them in, also accepting that people can change their minds when presented with a new way of doing or new information. This is more about a new approach. To stop judging and start loving yourself. Your destiny is calling and your soul is shining. We are all on the verge of transforming into the radiant beings that are our true essence. So under generosity and vulnerability, we have manifestation. What you desire is on its way. Change, community, acceptance. Our tribe of light workers is opening up. Surprisingly enough, even for me, I'm finding more and more in my intimate community who I never realised were light workers or those that connect with the universe, because we haven't shared, we haven't opened up, we haven't sought each other out, and now we are. What is what your desire, what you desire is on its way. Being part of one, being part of the whole, being part of the Stardust universe. We all come from the stars, we all return to the stars. Even my partner, his family, I thought they were absolute non-believers. And then I found out the other day that his aunt, who has been in hospital recently, her grandmother-in-law, so her husband's grandmother, was a card reader. Found out recently that my own grandmother used to hold seances when she was in her late teens. We are finding our tribe. We are going through this transformation. We are coming into the light. So under survival and celebrate differences, we have caution. Make sure you're protected. Caution, keep your guard up. Keep your guard up. Survival, celebrate the differences. It doesn't mean that we express everything. It's about putting the feelers out there, planting seeds, bringing forth those that we have discovered. But it's not about a full-out launch. So under abundance and fresh approach, we have trust, faith in the power of the universe, faith in the power of the universe. Again, the universe has got our back. I love how we've got the manifestation of the stars here, and then we've got the hands reaching out to the stars. Trust that the universe has got our back as we go through this time of change, as we go through this time of discovery, if we go through this time of being generous to those that are vulnerable, and plant the seeds and accept them without judgment in our hearts, and including judgment of ourselves. So again, we've got, as I fix that light, you are a beautiful soul and full of infinite wisdom. So stop judging and start loving yourself. You are blessed with endless potential and on the verge of transforming into the radiant being that is your true essence. But it's not just you, it is those around us. You are blessed with great clarity. Your destiny is calling and your soul is shining its infinite wisdom. Again, not just you, but all those around us. So I'll just finish quickly with a Work Your Light Oracle card. This is very much a reading about planting the seeds, finding our tribe, stepping forth with love and light and universal connection, not judgment, no judgment in our hearts of who a person may have been in their past. It is about accepting who they are going forward and sharing the love and light. A couple of cards just to finish up, guys. It's just to finish up moving. But first of all, not being judgmental of ourselves. No would've, should've, could've's. Okay, yes. Seeding the light. Laying foundations. Divine plans. This is what the reading's about. Seeding the light and laying the foundation to bring the rest of humanity along with us. Answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? to be part of this movement, to be part of this change, to sit in the goodness, sit in energy that is not judgmental, accepting of those that are feeling vulnerable and expressing it via fear. Protect yourself. Don't put yourself in a situation that is not safe for you, either physically or spiritually. But put yourself in the trust of the universe that it will guide you the right way to share, but also to bring forth and to find. Okay, love to you all. Take care. Look after yourselves.